want to thank everybody for coming. My name is Dan Pilot. I'm the project manager for this project. We've been working on this for 2015. It seems like forever and a day, but it's actually rapid for a public project. We have a couple of speakers that are going to speak about the library today, and we're going to start with Marianne Kluggish, who is a commissioner with the MBLC, and the MBLC has been fantastic to work with us. They provide the funding faster than anybody that we ever get to work with, and they're helping us get this project built. So come on up, and you can be our first speaker.
Thank you. I am really delighted to be here today. This is a big day for Dartmouth, really. Despite the storm clouds, who would have thought that a traffic study would result in a $5 million grant for a new library? Really. You know, a new branch library for North Dartmouth going from 3,600 square feet to 3 times the amount of space. As Dr. Seuss would say, oh, the places you'll go, the difference it's going to make. So congratulations, Dartmouth, for a good foresight and a wonderful and elegant solution that brings so many possibilities. Not just convenience and accessibility for North Dartmouth residents, but meeting rooms, spaces for programs and collaboration, plenty of laptops and computers, a special place for children to help with that very important early learning, and a place for teens who, when they have their own space, decide that libraries are in fact cool. Congratulations, of course, to the library trustees, past and present, for their vision and hard work, to the Board of Selectmen, to all the planners, to the town boards, to the Library Building Committee, who saw the possibilities and created these plans that are now going to be realized. Extra special recognition goes to your director, Lynn, who has been spearheading this project from the beginning. She has a vision as to what a game changer this is going to be. You know, it not only takes a village to build a library, but a lot of support. So therefore, a thank you to the citizens and residents and taxpayers of Dartmouth and to town meeting, who along with the state are going to provide the funding. Absolutely nothing makes the Massapequa Library Commissioners happier than awarding a construction grant, in this case $5,346,000, and later seeing that grant come to fruition. I think that a groundbreaking is the perfect time to make predictions. So I predict that about 16 or 18 months from now, you'll all be here and you'll be saying things like, can you believe how fabulous this building is? There's so much space. Look at all the technology. Did you see the meeting rooms? Don't you love the children's room? And some of you might be saying things like, why didn't we do this sooner? Why did we wait so long? Well, we know why towns wait so long. It's not easy to find the money for a new library, even though it does raise property values. You know, Dartmouth did everything right, taking it step by step. First, the transportation study, the decision to replace the branch library, finding, investigating, and deciding on the site alone was a big deal. Applying for a planning and design grant back in 2014, creating the building program with a consultant, applying for a straight construction grant in 2014, and being awarded the grant in approval by 2016, and being awarded the grant in approval by your town meeting last year. Getting to this point is the result of studies, surveys, many meetings, presentations to residents, grant applications, and waiting, as well as the work of so many people. So today, while we're breaking ground, and this is a day that will only be exceeded by your grand opening, the joyous result is going to be worth it, worth all the work, all the money, all the effort. A beautifully designed building with comfort and flexibility and technology all over the place. I'd like to end with my favorite Andrew Carnegie quote. He said, A library outranks any other one thing a community can do to benefit its people. It is a never-failing spring in the desert. Thank you. Invite me to your grand opening.
Next up is going to be the person that she recognized, which is our director. Our director put together the initial program to which this building is designed around, Lynn and Tunes.
Thank you. I know, I always look short behind these things. Mary Ann covered how much time has gone into getting this library put together. I was involved with an earlier library construction project back in 2004, 2005, and we made our case that we had an inadequate building for North Dartmouth, and the MBLC agreed with us. We got a provisional grant, but as we all know, the economy went sour, and we just couldn't come up with the town's funding. So we probably do have to thank Serped for the fact that we got a really high priority for this new construction. I wanted to mainly thank a lot of people. And again, I'm going to echo Mary Ann a little bit, because I had put in my notes, it takes a community to build a library. We wouldn't be here today without the support provided by town officials and residents. And I want to thank the many people who assisted in this process. Dartmouth Town Meeting members, the Dartmouth Board of Selectmen, the Dartmouth Finance Committee, the Dartmouth Capital Improvements Committee, the Dartmouth Board of Library Trustees, who said yes when I suggested we apply for that original planning and design grant, the Dartmouth Library Building Committee members who've put in many hours over the last few years, the Friends of the Dartmouth Libraries who always provide us support, the Dartmouth Library Foundation, who will be launching a capital campaign to raise funds towards the new building, the staff of P3 Planning Professionals and Odin's Ello Architecture, especially Dan Palota, Conrad Ello, and Chelsea Brown. They've been working with us very closely. We can always get in touch with them when we have a question. I want to thank the Massachusetts Board of Library Commissioners for supporting library construction in Massachusetts. And I want to thank the specialists Rosemary Waltos and Lauren Starra, because they were the constructionists, specialists. Rosemary just retired, but Lauren has been our go-to person for this project, and she's here today. There she is. And I want to thank two members of the Library Building Committee who played especially large roles in the success of this project. One is Deborah Molino-Wender, the town's Director of Development. Deb attended all the required workshops from planning and design through construction, and was instrumental in writing and putting together both the planning and design grant and the library construction grant applications. I also want to thank David Cressman. Now, he had hoped to be here today, but he got stuck in traffic, so he told me he called and said he might not be able to make it. But he played an invaluable role in this process. Over a period of years, he supported gradually increasing the library's annual budget until it was back in line with MBLC standards. He provided sound advice about staffing and planning ahead to ensure the library system would be able to accommodate the new building, and he used a creative approach to funding the project through town meeting appropriations. I'm not sure we would be here today without his help. I want to thank the community at large. Everyone's been so supportive, and I'm looking forward to this new building before I retire.
And our last speaker before we do the ceremonial shovel of the dirt will be representing the Board of Selectmen, Sean McDonald.
Thank you. It takes a special occasion to get me wearing pants instead of shorts on a summer day, that's for sure. This is a unique opportunity. The last time this municipality built two buildings in a single year was the elementary schools, was DeMello and Potter back in the 50s. So it's been well over 60 years before we've even accomplished something like this. Before I begin, we do want to thank David Cressman, our former town administrator, for the work that he did. But a new era has started, and I'd like to introduce our new town administrator, Sean Mcguinness. Sean will be instrumental in helping getting this building built. Many people to thank, but first and foremost, I want to thank Alan and Phyllis Mercer for their foresight in allowing the town to purchase this land for this wonderful building that we're going to have. Alan was a great guy, and Phyllis is even an equal special woman. Thank you very much. We miss Alan, but we thank you for what you've did and what you've done for the town. We thank you very much for that. There's plenty of thanks to go around, way too many to even begin to say, but we have a great opportunity here. We're going to have a beautiful building. We have a possibility, if we can arrange it with DCTV, where the select board will take their meetings on the road. We can have a meeting up north, we can have a meeting up south, we can continue where we normally are. So basically, this is for the people of the town. This is for the people of this entire town, not just the northern part of the town. This is Dartmouth's library. This is their branch. And I'll be honest with you, I'm totally excited about this. I really am. So congratulations, thank you, and let's get some shovels and some dirt.